What is going on, you sexy mother hubbards? It's time for an alternative paper review. Plenty of front page splashes for dead England manager Terry Venebles, who of course gave England a semi in '96. Meanwhile, the Times lead with the story that a stake in the nuclear site that was seized from China under national security concerns could go to Abu Dhabi. So that's nice. I mean, it's always good to see us getting our ducks in a row with regard to British interests and geopolitical securities. It is a bit weird, however, to see us withdrawing these projects from adversarial states only to hand them over to other ones who only recently kidnapped, jailed for life and tortured a British academic. I mean, we all know that some countries nationalise their rail, but also, this will blow your mind, some countries fund their own infrastructure projects and then continue to own the asset. I don't know how we've ended up in a situation where we have to outsource our nuclear power plants and rail lines. Like it's just a low-end customer services call centre. You'd rather pay somebody overseas to just deal with that nonsense. Because I read this headline, guys, and I was fuming. I mean, to think, we've just cancelled HS2 over financial concerns when we could have completed it and handed the bill and the asset to Putin. Meanwhile, the Telegraph has woken up on the wrong side of the bed this morning, rolled out of it, knocked back that first brandy and shaken its fist at people who work from home. It says there's local authority workers who are remote working, who are then taking on other second jobs and milking it, just creaming that income. This comes off the back of an NFI investigation, the National Fraud Initiative, which is an offshoot of the Cabinet Office, which makes it interesting, doesn't it, that they would have such an issue with second jobs? Oh, these bloody council workers with their second jobs. It's amazing, really, isn't it? One minute they're complaining about low British productivity. The next, they're moaning when you maximise your earning potential. Like, is the work getting done? Yes, then sit down. And no, then raise it with the person in their performance review. The Telegraph also report on this sordid backroom deal about migrants between the two Sues. All this hysteria around reducing net migration is just so weird to me. You know, it's like if you actually pan out, if you go, okay, you want to reduce the number of immigrants, who are you going to get to staff the NHS and social care? Oh, well, we'll get British people. How are you going to persuade Brits to do those jobs that traditionally they're not interested in doing? Oh, well, we'll have to pay them more. Okay, so you're going to raise taxes then to fund the NHS to hire in more Brits, are you? Oh, well, I don't like high taxes. No. Well, then what are you even talking about? As ever, the solutions to these problems is, you know, your pick of progressive ones. Like, you can either double the minimum wage to a living wage, which would persuade Brits to do the jobs, or you can invite in some more immigrants. Take your pick.